All right, what's up, guys? Evan Aldo here. So, we've been having some nice scalp trades the last few days in the exclusive Discord. Went scalp long here, hit two take profits on that one. Kind of re-entered at the same area, the same scalp long, just a little while ago. Hit two take profits so far. A little bit is still in the position. It's an exclusive Discord with some of my take profits, entries, stop losses, all of that. Been doing really well lately. And Chainlink, that's been really killing it. I've been locking in a lot of profits for that lately too. That was another trade we did. You can see some of my exclusive TA. If you're interested, check that in the description below. Alrighty, guys. So basically, right now it's a boring market. We're just in terms of a top-down analysis, it's still, these weekly hike and a she candles just hitting the same area every week, just bouncing off of 45 every week, and it's I think we're gonna break out of this eventually. We're either gonna break up or break down. I haven't seen this amount of boringness since probably around here, but there was more volatility. You were able to kind of get. I remember trading in this area. It was more fun. There was more volatility up and down. This is just more of a boring thing, which is why I've been scalp trading a lot more. You kind of have to adapt to how the market is, how the market is looking. So we make our screen big. That's probably better for you guys. Um, and we're hitting that ray again. So that's spiral line. So divergence getting close to forming on the 3 day. You're getting close to having the same thing on the 2 day. It's kind of the same thing. So there's divergence starting to form. I like the VWAP coming up on the daily. That is pretty good. And you may get, I guess, you could probably qualify this as that's the same divergence we've been looking at. 12-hour, same deal. You're getting up with the VWAP. It's been trying to come up for a while. Usually when you're in an uptrend or a big downtrend, the VWAP just stays sideways like this. I'm not seeing that big downtrend just yet. Maybe it could happen. Maybe we break down. But I think we will print that green dot and get the divergence. That could save the day and rally us up back to, maybe even all-time highs with the weekly VWAP coming up. There are a lot of signs that this bull run is not over. There's a lot of signs that we may have some more gas in the tank. Your 8-hour manipulation X, choppy there. Not too much to make out of that. Your 4-hour, decent curvature. It's kind of like you're coming up, kind of trying to come up. We're getting that red dot right now. We'll see if we hold this spiral line. I'm happy with the trade I made today. That scalp trade made a nice buck there. That small position yesterday was a good trading day as well. So yeah, your VWAP's coming up in the hourly, and VWAP's coming up in the 30-minute. So it does look like we are kind of bottomy here. It does look like we could be bottoming out. Maybe not though. Divergences were forming. That's kind of why I went, especially on these really low time frames. That's kind of why I went scalp long earlier. It was off of the really low time frames too. And here's another thing. I mean, 4 yellow X's on the 1 minute, then wait for a divergence right there. You got your scalp. You got your scalp in. That's kind of it. I entered probably a little bit before that, but that's how you get your scalp in. Combined with some other things, some other secret things that you could kind of learn about in my course. Discount code Bison 10% off. We're doing that right now. Check it out below evanaldo.com. A lot of people have really loved the course, so I think it's gonna help you guys out a lot. And that's Bitcoin. More boring market. Could go either way. I'm still leaning more bullish. I'm scalp long, profits locked in, so nothing to complain about right now. Ethereum. Ethereum's been generally kind of the same. Where am I? On the 1 minute. That's why. Let's start with our higher time frames. You still got your weekly view up sideways, so it doesn't look as good as Bitcoin there. I mean, let's look at some of our lower time frames. Your 3 days about to print a nice green dot. That's always good. That's something that could theoretically bring us up to 5,000 or even 6,000. That's a good thing. You got your same deal kind of on the 2 day. It was confirmed. Got more gas in the tank here, it looks like. Curving down the daily, but it's not too big a deal. Usually, a lot of times you get something like this. Maybe print your red dot and then you come right back up, or we just curve back up. Easily could happen, so not the worst thing. VO's been below zero line for a while, so I think it will turn around. Your 12-hour, I mean, you're coming down here, but it's generally money flow coming up from here. You got some decent curvature. Blood diamond, we'll see if that confirms. We'll see what happens. We could have a bloodbath. Ethereum definitely is on the, especially smaller time frames, looking a little bit worse than Bitcoin right now. For a scalp long, I'm really looking for this area. I can't really go wrong here with the scalp longs lately off of this. this general point, just wait for some divergences. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Your higher time frames, money generally coming, or these lower, hour, 2 hour money flow generally coming out. Money flow crossover down right there. So I'm not looking to go long at the moment for Ethereum, but we'll see what happens. Let's look at Chainlink, since that's been one of my best trades lately. It's been doing just incredible. It's been pumping up. I know they announced they're gonna start staking, so that's big news. Kind of, how I've been mapping it out. This is, I don't know. I could have just drawn this, recently, and I told you I did draw this, right when it was around here, and that was my projection that we were gonna hit off this level and go up. It's been right so far. That's why I went swing along. Nobody ever went broke taking profits, so I have 20% of the original position in. It's been a killer. I made a ton on it, so I mean, it's just, just take the money and run a little bit. So you got your green dot in the weekly that confirms in 4 days. It's still generally looking pretty good, though. I mean, your money flow crossovers here. This doesn't happen too often. I mean, last time this happened, November 21st, we came down. There's strong money flow crossovers right there. A lot of times tries come into the green, doesn't really work, then comes back in the green, bam, come up. What's realistic? I mean, I think we're going to have some more resistance at like $30, and then after that, it's obviously this fib level. Let's look at our lower time frames. I mean, we are, starting to get to the point where we're going to get a divergence soon. Not yet, though. Not yet in the 4 hour. I think there is some room to come up. You finally got a divergence on your 2 hour and your 1 hour. Yeah, you're starting to get divergences here. So, I mean, I think we do have room to come up, but it's getting to the point where you probably missed some part of the move unless we just really, go sky high at all-time highs. There's obviously nothing goes straight up, so you may see something like this or something like that. That would look kind of realistic, more like back here. That would make sense. I'm bullish on Link overall, though. Aave. This is another one. I'm not long on this at the wrong one. Not long on this at the moment, but there was a long we did in the exclusive Discord a week or two ago that did very well from around down here. It got stopped out in profit, I believe, or was it? No, it wasn't that far back. But anyway, so you look at these high time frames. I believe your 2 week is about to print and a lot of people don't look at the 2 week too much. About to print a green dot right here, so that looks relatively good. You are hitting this big level, so we have a lot of resistance. We're toying with divergence forming on the 12 hour as you're hitting that point. So be patient. Patience is always a great virtue. Be patient with this. It generally looks pretty overheated at the moment, but I do still think it's generally pretty undervalued. It's one that I've been keeping on the radar. I think its market cap could go up a lot. Like, I think in terms of ranking and where it is, I think we have a lot of room to move up during this cycle. So it's Aave and Link, and the last one I want to look at is Tesla, since crypto has been a little bit more boring. Let's take a look at Tesla. Let's try it out. You can use Market Cipher for stocks as well, other asset classes, especially if you get into a very boring market, a boring market like that. That sideways market. So I think we're just toying around with Bitcoin I'm doing a lot of notifications right now, but weekly coming up, green dot. We're not going to spend a real lot of time on this, but weekly coming up. How's your 2 week green dot about to happen? It does look a little overheated on these high time frames, but hasn't everything been overheated with all the money in printing the last few years? I mean, it's kind of that type of game. So generally, you got some money flow crossovers downward. I'd be looking for here. I just been kind of dollar cost averaging into this over time, just with no intention to ever sell. But that's my main position in the stock market instead of having my crypto net worth. My net worth is 100% crypto now. It's 99% crypto, 1% is in Tesla. So that's interesting. Last but not least, I want to look at EGLD. I actually did a swing long on EGLD yesterday, and it's hitting off of this point. This is what I wanted to tell you guys about. Hitting off this point, it generally looks good. Good curvature here. You got your 2 day divergence right there. Not divergence, but your green dot, excuse me. And coming up with a 3 day. So this looks generally very good. Your weekly is also coming up. I think you may have, it's fundamentally a good project in my opinion. I think you may have a nice rally up to probably 300 or something here. I think it's generally a little bit undervalued. You're hitting this point, it looks very bullish. It's not too often that things look this bullish. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my exclusive Discord below. Leave the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my trading course too if you want to learn how to do technical analysis, all the techniques I use to make my
winning trades using Market Cipher, all that. If you want to get Market Cipher, link in description below. If you want to create a new BITGET account, want to create a new FEMEXC account, links in description below. There's some good promos going on right now. All the things below are things I use and have benefited from. Never going to link you to anything that I don't personally use. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.